The movies were just bad. They were high budget, bad movies.
They weren't for the people who like the character.
Right.
The fan. It wasn't for the fans of the
They
comics.
They were trying to appeal to all.
Yes, and that's you have to have a balance because you can't just be niche as fuck. But like you can't like how Fox did with the X-Men, where pretty much just throwing everything out the window except for like the superficial shit. Like, oh yeah, Wolverine, yeah, he's a badass guy, so as long as we got that and these couple things, but everything else was just like characters were just written so fucking wrong. And it sucks because Marvel is getting to the point, as Marvel is going on the decline, where the X-Men is starting to come into the picture, and they're actually going to be doing that. And X-Men's my shit, and I feel like by the time we get to them, Marvel's going to be so fucking like just it's going to be like X-Men 2.0.
Yeah, I mean I wish I could tell you not to worry. That's gonna happen.
It's like
but sadly, I agree with you. I think it's getting more and more watered down.
Yeah,
you know.
So by the time they finally get there, it's just gonna be something. I'm like,
and that's what I like what James Gunn is doing with the DC universe. He's making it comic booky.
Yes, because I like comic books.
I like comic books.
Yes,
because they're goofy sometimes.
I like great films too, but like my comic book movie doesn't need to be a fucking cinematic. No, it needs to be on a level of The Godfather. You know what I mean?
No, James Gunn he's great at making you feel for the characters and feel like an emotional investment in them, but then also just being a silly motherfucker.
Yes, and that's the good balance. That's what I want. That's why I read comics, because you got that out of that.
That's why we like Guardians. That's why we like Thor Ragnarok.
Yes,
that's why we enjoy these things.
Yeah.
Because they're fun.
Yeah. And I think there's a population of comic book people who are like, who lean so far into the graphic novel side where like, I don't want this laughs